Did you enjoy the entire card of Lomachenko and Kambosos, or were you just, more so interested in the main event?
I tuned in for the main card. I saw the Moloney, Pedro, Guevara. I gave him the nickname. Like we had Sean McComb fight Arnold Barboza, and I called him
Uh-huh.
Sean Puffy McCombs. I called him
Yeah,
Pedro Guevara.
yeah.
Um,
Why you call him Shay?
Guevara was like famous revolutionary back in the day. So
Okay.
not that I'm a fan, I just it was an easy
Just came to you.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
What'd
didn't
you
think
think
that
about the
was a
decision?
robbery like Moloney
Mhm.
thought. I didn't
Mhm.
watch it to score it. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just kind of tuning in early in the card, getting ready for my own little live for the main event. But it seemed like a pretty competitive fight to me, not like it'd be a robbery one way or the other. And then same thing with the female title fight, Nina Hughes against I can't remember. First name began with an A, last name Johnson. Fought she won the WBA title in
Yeah.
Australia. Entertaining fights, and both kind of were controversial at the end,
Yeah.
but I thought they
Yeah.
were very competitive fights. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I had Moloney winning the fight. I thought that he got out to a great start against Pedro, and I thought that he just managed the fight very well. Um, Definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think that there's true bias there in terms of my judging. However, knowing how Maloney's previous fight ended, crazy knockout, and him being at home, yes, I was emotionally invested in this young man doing great. I've met him and his brother. They're fantastic. And so I think that that may have had a little uh effect on how I was looking at the fight, but I had the fight 7-5, and I no, excuse me, I had to fight 9-3,
mm,
and I said at worst this was 8-4, and so I put little asterisks next to a couple of rounds that I thought were so close they were hard for me to score, but I actually ended up giving those rounds to Moloney, and even if I take away those rounds that I gave to Moloney and give it to Pedro, I still have him Moloney winning the fight, not 8-4. So I thought that the way he reacted after me personally, the way he reacted after the decision I felt was just. And I also understood 100%, having not truly been in that situation as a professional, but of course being in that position multiple times as an amateur. I know what it feels like when you do everything that you have to do when the decision doesn't go your way. The fight that I spoke on was in real time. The fight that I spoke on was my fight with Errol Spence. The fight was close, and he clearly did enough to win the fight. But I felt like there were close rounds that he and I had that just went his way. And I felt the same thing about this fight here with Moloney, where there were close rounds and the judges just simply gave it to Pedro. So
well,
yeah, go ahead.
a couple things. Again, I didn't watch to score, and I watched the back half of the fight more closely than I did the first half. I was getting some
Yeah.
stuff lined up, and definitely agree with you about Jason and Andrew. They're just great people. So if any, not again, I'd have to go back and really score it. So not to say he needed a benefit of the doubt, but you'd think if anyone could get a benefit of the doubt, it'd be a good guy like Andrew, fighting at home, coming off that knockout to Nakatani, but it didn't
Hmm.
go his way. And then also, I'm watching on television and you're there in person. And to your point about your fight with Spence, in person, some of those close rounds, I thought in person you won. And then on
Hmm.
television, maybe, Spence's consistency scores better on television, like
Right.
Haney's fight with Lomachenko. Whereas in person, you're really just looking for those head snapping shots. And,
Hmm.
so again, you saw the fight in person. I watched it not closely enough on TV,
Right.
so
Right.
there's going to be a discrepancy there too.